I got to, man. I need to be over 500.
I got way
excuse.
too many problems
No
to
fucking
be worried.
excuse.
I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to the group chat so everybody can see. I'm tired. I'm really tired of this dude.
Stack it up and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
So what he do again on you, Big Hog? He ran the ball on you too, Big Hog? Okay.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, I feel you. I ain't mad at this game. I'm gonna break him down. This is a test for me, because I want to be over 500. It's a test. He just played small football.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Yeah, I noticed that last time. And he run a ball good on the last time. I ain't going this time.
Hey, check right. Watching you grind.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He was
Second and
undefeated,
6, just inside the 30.
That's that dude.
Now it's Wilson.
Ooh.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
55, my guy, 55. Too little,
Here's Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
He wanted that middle. Man, I got to play smart, man. I can do what I can do. I just got to execute, man. I got the game plan. All about executing, man.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
Woo! Let's go. I want this. I said how.
Inside the 30.
I want this. Touchdown. This is what I do.
I
knew it.
Touchdown,
I knew I could do it. I could do anything. Let's go. 7-0.
Dalvin Cook, 45 yards. yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Now he gonna know MackMed today. You don't know. I think motherfucker.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Who do you think will win tonight? The Packers or Vikings? What do you think?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Right.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Okay. That'd be smart.
Yeah, he'll
That'd
be
be
out
smart,
of
though.
bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Because that seat kind of dangerous.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall, let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
I do that shit. But he's a good player, though. I don't know. He's a good player. Oh, see, he did it again. Should be on the last time. Should be on the last time. Okay.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now it's Carson, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Carson. Down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check. 19.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Green 80. 5. We got it. Check safety.
They run it with Carson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 24 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
You got 10 minutes to Pico.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out.
Hey,
they're going to protect you as best
too.
they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson.
Oh, we missed him.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go. Double time.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Mike, line 90. 55. I got you.
Here's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
You can know how to stop someone because you do it,
It's
though.
almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's checking.
Man, you know I gotta work. I gotta work the end.
A 2nd down carry for Parsons. And able to work his way down to the 16. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together, the defense is playing better, and Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah. And they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Yeah, Holmes Hubble. And I already know I got to say that J-Pat a little bit, you know. But J-Pat my nigga, though.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness,
if I feel like getting out of line,
there's a premium for all of that now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Carson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Squeeze, double. Mark that. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go. 4 down.
That's all I'm getting on. You know, I talk shit to people in here. I'll probably talk shit about a game, but I don't go nothing else. You know what I'm talking about? Unless somebody else trying to go something else for me.
From the 22, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Yeah, I talk shit. And you know when I talk shit?
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
You think I be peeping? I'm gonna give him a fuck. You know why? Because I got nothing to hide. Yeah.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
I can't lie. One thing about man.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Cousins now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
To throw is Wilson. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 30.
Wilson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
You know what? You know, Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Think about it. They got all the tools. They got all the tools, really. But how they going to use it, though?
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
I know what I'm saying. They got
Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
The Vikings got what it takes, man.
Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here. The second quarter, they don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, they almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
I believe New Orleans go to Super Bowl, they might win. I believe that. But man, this playoff, I can't predict the playoff this time. You know why? Because a lot of teams.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
I'm going for Lamar Jackson.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Cousins. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We got what it takes to get a team, but we don't pick no right players. But how you don't choose Mahomes, Deshaun Jackson?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively.
Listen, man.
So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
So who the fuck got him? Who the fuck got commissioned in Chicago?
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett.
Oh, for them picks? I think so too, man. I never saw that.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25.
I'm already depressed because I knew we got a team. We were so close last year. We had a team last year for Super Bowl. Damn. What's up, Anthony? Oh yeah. That was I watched that shit on the news. I've seen that shit so many times. Hey, I heard they want to whoop his ass too at the stadium. You know that, don't you? They want to whoop his ass. They have police escort. Boy, they're about to kill him because motherfuckers put money to it. Motherfuckers are diehard fans. Motherfuckers at that moment, motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They gonna beat your head in. They might even fuck around and kill you by accident. They won't even know it. You seen that shit that happened to 051 Melly? Oh, he got killed like a couple months ago. Yeah. It's September. Go look it up. He got killed on YouTube. Not YouTube, but he got killed on the video. I was showing my coworker that shit. Cause my coworker showed me some homicide shit. I was showing him that shit. He like, damn, Chicago's crazy. It looking like, damn. Then the guy at the office like, man, they did it right in front of people. They said, I don't give a fuck. I told them, I don't care. I said, I'm getting smoked, broad daylight. No, it is bad, but you know, I love Chicago, man. You know, man.
To the 26-yard line.
I can't even lie.
At their own 26-yard line.
There's a lot of snakes too now. It's a lot of snakes and shit. Yeah. It's not what come there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, D.
Cousins on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
I'm in the game for him. I'm playing Garchon. I'm lightning lucky.
On 1st down, Carson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It just something about him is just, I don't know. I can't say he's cheating. He's playing good.
It's caught. Lockett. 20. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, I'm glad he did, because it was just something about Brady that just didn't make sense about this
Here are
game.
the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. Got a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'll go out there and play ball.
Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I feel like Lurk game be having glitches with his pass.
Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Because he always have a pass that always go forward, and he practices too much by himself.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is caught for the ground. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Cousins the thrower. Flushed out right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. On the carry, it's Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
No, you don't add on time. You got to tell him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs.
I'm out here.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I just can't stop him. I can't stop him.
And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
The screens. No, I'm changing the defense.
Cousins now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Y'all stick to it, man.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Oh, I got a pick 6. I needed pick 6.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Cousins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. He's
always somebody in job that's going to try to fuck your play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Cook. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the Vikings in possession of football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They try again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
That's going to be their downfall.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime.
Good defense, you under 80 points.
Absolutely. I mean,
let's
face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on.
Don't play defense.
And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
Yeah, stop.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Defense all around.
With a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this. Such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And Capella be playing defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
There's no defense. He's not that Jordan mentality.
They run again with Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
He want to stop you on defense. Harden just be out there. Curry too. Oh, God, I didn't call timeout. What the fuck am I thinking?
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
It's been a long time.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
I haven't seen no team that really play defense.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Then they got some calls. You got calls, too. They got one for them make calls, too. The calls is weak, too. They're making calls to help the offense to really have an advantage. You can't check plays like you used to back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield. Striping down to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Brandon Roy
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this,
that was horrible, dude.
you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Can I get a game? Can I get a game? I paying it. Had they been losing ever since? Had they been losing ever since I took that $7 from his ass.